Welcome to Dr. Mensch, the radio show that takes a real, compassionate look at mental health from A to Z. Join child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Gil Lichtshein each week as we explore topics that matter: autism, ADHD, anxiety, depression, OCD, schizophrenia, behavioral challenges, neurodevelopmental disorders, and more. No stigma, no judgment. Just honest conversations, new therapies, breakthrough treatments, and real solutions for real people. Mental health is not a weakness. It's a treatable medical condition, and help is available. Join the conversation now by calling the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A. This is Dr. Mensch, where hope and healing begin.
Good afternoon from sunny Boca Raton, Florida. My name is Dr. Gil Lichtshein, aka Dr. Mensch. I'm a child, adolescent, and adult psychiatrist in Boca Raton, Florida, where I have my private office at 7100 West Camino Real, Suite 404. My phone number 561-300-4052. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to really talk a lot about mainly mental health issues, so it's going to be a little off topic, be a more fun, laid-back show. And I have today as a guest Freddie Santori, the godfather of the studio, who's apparently been very much looking forward to being a guest. I don't know what he was to expect. I don't know, maybe he thought I would be grilling him or giving, being like a Mossad agent, grilling captured terrorist or not. But Freddie, thank you for coming here today.
Thank you for having me.
We had a chance a little bit to get to know you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been doing production now for about 20 some odd years. Ant Media Studios is where we do what we need to do. We've been here close to 6 years, entering our 7th year as well. We have a lot of interns from all over the country coming here and help and learn what they need to learn. And sports is one of them, which is, I think, what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
is sports.
Especially that the Super Bowl is upon us on Sunday. Kind of sad because that means there'll be no more football, till training camp, July and August.
Yeah, but then you have baseball.
Although, right,
hockey,
pitchers and catchers start reporting baseball like at the end of next week.
That's right.
And then we do have, although the hockey is going to be on a 3-week hiatus for the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, that is so strange the way they do things. Tournaments.
Basketball, I can't really, I can't stomach basketball with all the, it's become too political. So I kind of wait till maybe the NBA Finals and catch some interest. Although we have, what is it, the XFL or the UFL, whatever,
you got a whole bunch of
spring
stuff.
Football League. That's, I think, starting at the end of February. So it's kind of like minor league football, but at least we could see some football, until we get our fill of pro and college football in August.
Isn't it amazing that an 18-week schedule has so much attention? And they purposely, I remember when the league used to have 16 or 15
14
games,
back
right?
in the 70s. Yeah, 14. I remember 14 game schedule.
And then they have the preseason, which is 4 games, which I hear they're going to get rid of as well. Now the Pro Bowl is a flag football game. What is that?
I think it was yesterday. I didn't even know if it was.
It was a disaster. Nobody watched it.
I just saw it on ESPN today. Oh, the NFC beat the AFC in the Pro Bowl. I'm like, I didn't even know if it was yesterday.
It was flag.
Flag
it was unbelievable.
So, we have here some, helmets here, at least commemorating our 2 favorite teams that both suck. If you're a New York sports fan in football, we're kind of in a pretty down, time where both teams this year, I believe, combined record was 7-27.
And he's holding up helmets that say the Giants and the Jets.
And at least, if you're a Giants fan, we have to look forward to John Harbaugh. The Jets.
We got forward to look at the next draft because they're going to blow this one too.
Right. So for a Jet fan, I would say let's look forward to 2027.
28.
Where if the Jets tank this year, which they should, we can get Arch Manning with the #1 pick, And then with the second first-round pick that we have from trading Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, getting Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver from Ohio State. So that's wishful thinking for next year. At least the Giants have Jackson Dart. They have some.
They're competitive. I
think they'll be
maybe
more competitive this year with John Harbaugh as the coach.
He's a good coach, yeah.
So,
but the draft this year is it's only a Jet fan that would be the second pick in the draft and have nobody that they want as a quarterback. They got nobody.
Although, watch it. Although, by all means, they should probably draft like Arvell Reese, the edge rusher from Ohio State, or Reuben Bain, the edge rusher from Miami. But watch it, they'll wind up drafting Ty Simpson or Carson Beck or Drew Allar and be like, what the hell are the Jets doing?
They're going to draft Bill Jones, the kicker.
Maybe they'll
of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they messed things up. Now, they're probably going to trade the pick. This is why Jet football never makes any sense.
Well, not this past year, but the 2024 season, the only Dolphin game I go is every year when they play the Jets. So last in 2024, I believe the Jets lost, I think, 30-0 at Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. My close friend and I are leaving. We were in a club section. We're leaving our seats. We walk by a box, and who walks out the door? Woody Johnson, the owner of the Jets. My friend Andrew knows Woody, so Mr. Johnson recognized Andrew, and Andrew introduced Woody to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a diehard Jets fan. But I said, Mr. Johnson, I said to him in a nice way, like, sell the team. It's like in the 20-some years he's owned the team, they haven't been to the playoffs in 15 years. How many winning seasons? I think maybe they've had 3 or 4 winning seasons. It's pretty bad.
But Woody signs the checks.
I know, but
he doesn't draft the players. He doesn't hire the coaches.
Well, he's involved in the hiring of the coach. Look at the, that's why I like the Super Bowl. Even though Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are no longer with the Patriots, I have to say the New York Jets have a direct responsibility, or cause and effect. Like, the Jets really are to be thanked, or should be thanked eternally by Patriots fans for bringing about the Patriots dynasty, because first you had Bill Belichick resign as coach of the Jets to become head coach of the Patriots, and then a year and a half later in a Monday night game against the Patriots, Mo Lewis whacks Drew Bledsoe, injures him, and who comes in? Tom Brady, and the rest is history.
Yeah, but Brady was what, the 256th?
Yeah, he was pick? Like 7th round, right? He was. I remember him when he played college at Michigan. He was, I think, who else was he? I don't remember even. I think he wasn't even the starter. I don't remember who the starter for Michigan was. This was under Lloyd Carr. He wasn't
He was nobody.
He was a nobody, and he's the GOAT.
But the funny thing about having Brady come up, at that number, they could have drafted me to be a quarterback. But the funny thing is that the scheme that they ran for years works. And nobody could figure out the scheme because the receivers changed the scheme at the line. And that's a secret that it's going to go to the grave with him. He gave away a secret on a football game one night about the weather, about how you hold a football, how you throw a football in snowy and windy conditions. Oh, it's a Chicago game that he did. And he took his hand and he turned it to the side. Now, if you can throw a football like this, now you got to go from here to here. If you could throw a football turning the hand to the side, I know that on radio you can't see me, it's very difficult. You got to have big hands to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But that's why he could play in windy conditions and everything else. The problem is that the scheme they have, the talent, you didn't need a lot of talent. You just needed to be there, show up, and be accurate. And he's one of the most accurate people. He plays catch with the wheels. When they throw the football for punters and stuff, it's 2 wheels that turn. He plays catch with that from 30 yards. He throws it at it. The thing catches it and shoots it back to him.
Wow.
That's impossible. Yeah. What human being can do something like that? So, but Sunday is going to be a great game because you got a lot of Jets in there. You got Sam Arnold in there.
Yeah, so that's why I'm rooting for the Seahawks, because to see Sam Darnold getting discarded by the Jets. He was their number one pick in 2018, and then 3 years later they just cast him off to Carolina. It's nice to see him kind of being I don't want to say he was a laughingstock with the Jets, but he was nothing more than mediocre. And last year he led the Minnesota Vikings to 14 wins.
Yeah.
And they just let him go for the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. And I think Justin Jefferson came out the other day saying, yeah, we kind of made a mistake in letting Sam Darnold go. Yep. And then this year statistic-wise, he did have, I think, 15 turnovers. It wasn't like his best statistically, but led Seattle to the best record in football, or tied for the best record in football.
They have a good defense. So.
And he's now starting quarterback in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Not bad.
Now, you know that the Patriots side, Vrabel, is that his name?
Yeah.
He played with Brady.
Yep.
The system they're using is the same system that he learned from Brady. And once again, here they are. And it's successful. It's that short passing game.
Yep.
They have the formula written down. And Brady knows it. Brady knows what he's doing, what the coach is doing. So I'm rooting for them, not because I like them, but because I want to show that a system, I want it to happen, a system does work. The defense in Seattle is dangerous.
Well, New England's defense is pretty darn good, too.
Pretty darn good.
Yeah, but let's see if Brady can employ. Okay, Brady is being a minority owner of the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Can he, let's see how successful he can be in seeing if he could implement the system in Vegas, because the Raiders are, maybe neck and neck or coming close to ineptitude as the Jets.
But let me ask you a question. You're the head coach of Vegas. Who's the head coach there?
They just who did they just hire?
They're bringing somebody in.
They brought they just hired him the other day. It just escapes me.
Okay, so that guy comes in, and you're Brady. Are you going to tell your coach, take a seat, and let me show this team how to win? Can't do that.
No.
See, the problem is, it's like Michael Jordan, the one of the greatest basketball players I've ever seen.
The greatest.
The greatest. I'm going to get people writing into me all the time because of LeBron. But Michael can't coach his team to that greatness. He can't do it because he hires somebody to run the team. You can't go in there and say, let me show you how it's done. Can you imagine the mutiny? It would be hilarious. So you can't even do it in that direction. The psychology of what's happening in the NFL when you're a great one, when you're the great one, you got so much pressure. I don't even know why he got involved as an ownership in football. Because, the only thing that's going to happen is they win, and they're going to say this whole thing is fixed. Because he was the greatest. And I saw Rodgers. I saw Namath. I saw Bart Starr. I saw some of the great quarterbacks in the game. And I know that the players have changed, but the game has gotten faster.
Oh, yeah.
And more dangerous.
It's hard to compare. You look at, if you're talking about Namath, look at his career stats. He was barely a 50% completion rate. Again, the game in the late 60s to mid 70s is very different than it is today. Well, just like same in basketball. And the comparison, is Michael Jordan the greatest or LeBron? First of all, they play two different positions. But secondly, the era that LeBron's playing in is different. Jordan played in an era with, the bad boys of Detroit, the Knicks of the early 90s. You basically, I still remember, I don't know if it was the 85 or 84 NBA Finals where Kevin McHale clotheslined Kurt Rambis.
Yes.
And he was not, and McHale wasn't even ejected. I think he got a foul, and that was it.
I remember.
On that note, we're going to take a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back.
What happens when the mind of a healer crosses over into the darkness of the human soul? From authors David Icovetti, Dr. Gil Lichtshein, and Yolanda DeLuca comes a chilling psychological thriller, Dr. Mensch, A Prescription for Evil. This gripping novel follows a respected Boca Raton psychiatrist who secretly descends into madness, transforming into a modern-day king of the underworld. Inspired by true events and Dr. Gil's childhood connection to a mob family, this story blurs the line between sanity and evil, genius and destruction. Unforgettable, disturbing, impossible to put down. Get your copy today on Amazon.com. Dr. Mensch, A Prescription for Evil, a 2020 psychological crime thriller. You're listening to Dr. Mensch with child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Gil Lichtshein. For a copy of his powerful new book, Dr. Mensch's Prescription for Evil, visit Amazon.com. For more information or to schedule a consultation, contact Dr. Gil directly at 561-300-4052 or visit docgil.com. Now, let's get back to the show.
Hello there, Dr. Gil Lichtshein, aka Dr. Mensch, back here with Freddie Santori, where we're actually talking about sports.
Yes. You like the commercials on the Super Bowl?
I do.
Do you watch the commercials?
I do watch the commercials, although you got a little bit of a flavor with one commercial with Ben Stiller.
Yes.
And then there was another commercial with Danny McBride and who else? I don't know if it was about like insurance. It's Danny McBride and somebody. So I'm not going to be really tuning into the halftime show because of
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, and it's I'm basing it on the Grammys. I didn't watch the Grammys because I know it's going to be all political. And when you have these musicians who are like, oh, this and that, like, Ricky Gervais said, like, people, stick your entertainers, get your award, and acknowledge and thank the voters or whoever for your award. You want to talk politics, do it in a different forum.
Yeah.
That's not what it's meant for. And same thing with the Super Bowl. It's like Bad Bunny. You don't like President Trump? That's fine. Don't use the Super Bowl as your agenda to say F ICE or F Trump and sing songs that criticize the president. That's inappropriate.
But you saw all the other Super Bowls, they were all putting up political slogans. There was stuff going on. This has been going on since...
I know. I mean, the one political, like back in the Super Bowl, and I think it was the first Super Bowl that the Patriots won against the Rams. You had U2. Yeah. I still remember that after 9/11, that it wasn't political. They were memorializing all the victims. And I remember Bono, opening up his little leather jacket with a U.S. flag. I mean, to me, that was the greatest Super Bowl halftime show ever.
No, the greatest one was when Michael Jackson's sister and
JT, Justin Timberlake, and
he ripped her clothes off.
And Janet Jackson and the wardrobe malfunction.
The wardrobe malfunction. That one had more hits.
I mean, I also remember the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning winning his first Super Bowl against the Chicago Bears, and it was down here in Miami, and Prince. That was a great halftime with Prince. I think Prince has been dead for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think that was like 20 years ago, but that was a great halftime show. But I mean, I do like the commercials. I'm not going to watch the halftime
There's
show.
going to be a commercial, Hellman's Mayonnaise, that you have to look out for.
Okay.
I saw it today. It was hilarious. Hilarious. I don't want to give it away, but it was one of the better ones that I saw. All the other ones were kind of lame.
I mean, the Ben Stiller, when I first, it was on with some other musician I never heard of. It reminded me of when he was at was it Zoolander or the movie with Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Where he was all poofed up.
Yeah.
So it kind of made me remind is this some sort of spoof of Dodgeball?
And what about the game itself? You think it's going to be a good game?
I think it's going to be a good game.
I hope so, because it's going to turn into a defensive dogfight.
I mean, last year's game was, a blowout. So Philly beat what was it, 40-17 or 40-40?
And they stopped beating him up.
You
saw the coach says, okay, we're going to take you out of the game. We don't need you there. And he said, you sure? Because, boy, they were upset.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a close game, not a blowout. That'll be kind of okay. Most of the playoffs this year, the games have come down to, one score. I mean, other than the Seattle, San Francisco, and the Houston.
The blowouts, yeah.
There've been 2 blowouts, but the rest of it all been like one score games, or games where one in the final like 3 or 4 minutes, or the. So I'm hoping the Super Bowl will kind of emulate how the playoffs have been, very close, tight games that come to the last few minutes.
The amazing thing is that I see the quarterback for the Patriots is a young kid. And the last game he played against the Rams, was it?
No, Denver.
Against Denver. He sat down with his coach and he said, this is hard. This is really hard. He almost lost the belief that they were going to win that game. And the coach says he's going to miss this field goal, and then we're going to score, and we're going to the Super Bowl. And the kid kept saying, Coach, I don't know if I can. This is hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life. Can he take the pressure of the biggest game of his life on Sunday? That's what it comes. That's why I got to root for the kid. And I don't like the Patriots, but I got to root for the kid because he's done it, man. He did something.
I mean, he's done something that Brady didn't even do. I mean,
it's unbelievable what he's doing right now. Unbelievable. He's walking in a cloud. And so that's the reason why I think that now he may fall apart. The pressure gets to him. Should they be there? Doc, do you think that even the Patriots should be there?
I mean, at the beginning of the year, I mean, I wondered, Patriots won 4 games last year under O.J. Mayo. I was thinking, okay, they'll have an easy schedule because they finished in last place. Okay, 7-8 wins. Maybe, be in the contention for the wild card till the end, but I didn't think that they'd win the division and then make it to the Super Bowl so quickly. Because I was thinking, okay, going into the year, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Denver Broncos.
Denver,
they lose their quarterback. Guy has a torn ankle.
So I was thinking, I didn't think the Patriots would make it to the Super Bowl so fast. I mean, because the last 2 years, under the last year of Belichick and O.J. Mayo, they only won 4 games each year. So this guy comes in, and now let's see what happens next year when they have a
tougher schedule.
Where they're going to be playing the Broncos, the Jaguars, the Steelers. I don't know what division in the NFC they play, but they're going to have a much tougher schedule than they did this year. So let's see how they do. Next year, is this a 1-year anomaly, or Vrabel's a good coach. He had a good run in Tennessee, so he's a more known commodity than O.J. Mayo was when Robert Kraft hired him. So,
think a field goal is going to win it?
If Seattle, I think, was favored by 4.5. I'm going to take. Even though I think I think Seattle will win, but I'll take the Patriots in a 4.5. I think it's going to be like a close game. They may come down to like 21, 24-21, 23-20, something like that.
Right.
Like a close game.
Interesting. I think it's going to be a field goal, 17-14.
Yeah, it's going to be this.
And that's going to be the end of that. And
it's going to be. Seattle's a high-scoring team, but you also have 2 great defenses. I think this is going to be something like Giants, Patriots, both games, close games.
I like the fact that these 2 teams are coming in on a roll. It's really strange because if Sam Arnold is having a bad day, this is going to be over early. And if the kid gets nervous, it's going to be over early. The defenses are going to carry this game. That's what it comes down to. So if the defenses, it could be 3-0 at the end of this game. The way these defenses
And then come Monday, will be a depressing day because there'll be no more football.
I know. What do we do? There's women's football.
Women's football.
Yeah. The what do they call that, Dawn? What do they wear? Lingerie football. It's
Okay.
a true deal.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
I'm gonna take you, dog. Me and you go down to Miami. We'll catch a game.
Okay.
They got women's
That's
football.
fine.
Miami has a team.
Lingerie football, women's. Okay.
You never seen it?
No, I've never seen
Oh,
it.
it's unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be like depressed because
You
there'll be
see
no
this-
there'll be no hockey for
You see
3
this,
weeks.
you won't be depressed no more. dog.
Okay.
Guarantee you.
Forget basketball.
The Heat are winning.
The Heat. Oh, please.
Who do you like in basketball?
I'm a Knicks fan. At least the Knicks.
Well,
That's
Knicks are winning.
that's the only thing to look forward to in New York right now. The Knicks, because the Rangers suck. The Rangers are in last place. They're in a
Rangers
rebuild.
are just having.
It's the Knicks.
The Rangers
So-
destroyed their team.
Yeah. So
The
at least
Rangers destroyed their team.
we have the Knicks that could be in contention for an NBA title this year.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they.
I'm hoping
one
maybe
player short.
they can trade Cat,
No.
Miles, Deuce McBride,
I
and
gotta-
OG.
What do we got? 1 minute?
For Giannis.
Real quick, 1 minute left. Did you see the difference between Cat now and Cat 7 games ago? When you're being threatened to be traded, this guy gets depressed. Yesterday I watched him, Superman. All of a sudden.
Stay out of foul trouble, Cat.
No, he was playing defense. He doesn't
Yes,
know how to
play defense and stay out of foul trouble.
And he kept fouling people.
Well, thank you very much for
All right,
an
buddy.
entertaining episode.
Thank you.
A little bit different than usual. This is Dr. Gil Lichtshein, a.k.a. Dr. Mensch. I want to thank Freddie Santori again for being a guest, and I hope everybody has a good rest of your week. And I'm going to say goodbye from sunny South Florida. Until the next time. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Dr. Mensch with Dr. Gil Lichtshein, helping you navigate the world of mental health with clarity and care. If you or someone you love needs support, you're not alone. Treatment works and recovery is possible. To schedule a consultation or discuss non-medication therapies, personalized treatment plans, or psychiatric care, contact Dr. Gil directly at 561-300-4052 or visit docgil.com. You can catch us each week on South Florida Oldies Radio and streaming across all social platforms. Until next time.